All right, and as we hear the Star Spangled Banner, the national anthem, we are just seconds away from kickoff, live from the Sepulveda Basin Sports Complex. My name is Jose Duran, alongside Francisco Barboza for what is the final game of the season, the final home game for San Fernando Valley, as they take on the first place LA Soul Athletics. Cisco, huge game here today.
Yeah, the two teams that have been at top of the table meet in the last game. Just a little preview of what's to come for the playoffs, and hopefully it's a good game. We haven't really seen a team to put much pressure on the home side, so it's nice to see that the first place team will be here this very hot afternoon at the Basin. So hopefully it'll be a good match. I mean, there's some injuries from I know the home side. I'm not sure if there's any rotations from the visiting side. You would think there may be since they're getting ready for the playoffs, but hey, nevertheless, they're playing for the honor of seeing who's the best in this side of the league.
Yeah, that's right. Seeing who will be the best at the end of the regular season, and like I said, they're gearing up for the playoffs. So it's going to start next week. So stay tuned for that. Schedule will be released as soon as we wrap up throughout this weekend with the last games coming up. But like we mentioned in San Fernando Valley, they were tested a bit last week in the first, what call it half, if you will, against 88-30, going down 1-0, and then uh, eventually turning that up and coming 6-1. But we're just about ready to go. The officials checking through are announcing the fourth officials, and we are underway for what is the first half here from the Sepulveda Basin Sports Complex. San Fernando Valley FC is taking on LA Soul Athletics. And then Francisco mentioned earlier on the San Fernando side with a couple of injuries and that they've been attending to. And now we see again goalkeeper Vaughn making his way back. Last game, home game rather, was not here. 50-50 ball, Juve Exulis winning. I mean, we heard it all the way up to here that clashes of the knee. That wasn't no shin guards or anything, but there was a clash of the knee early on here, and Juve Exulis on the ground. LA Soul, the team all in pink with black trunks, and your San Fernando Valley FC and white with black trunks and shades of green as well. Hot summer day here in the San Fernando Valley as the heat has been picking up, and this is exactly how they love it here at San Fernando Valley FC. 2 o'clock to start. It's just a great weather for soccer if you're from the San Fernando Valley. LA Soul will play their home games at Cal State Los Angeles. A newcomer of the leagues, if you will, weren't part of it last season. And now here they come looking to go ahead and already making noise by being first place and undefeated.
Undefeated. Wow.
Not a loss throughout the whole year here for LA Soul. It's the first time these two meet, so with no disrespect for everyone else throughout the league, these two teams are the cream of the crop, if you will. Referee says play on, no foul. Trying to send the through ball here, looking for Zurich. And a very well defensive team in the back by LA Soul. Tries to send the through ball here, and it gets poked away by Richmond A. And here comes the clearance. And here comes LA Soul with the opportunity. Shot taken from distance. It goes just wide, but 2:36 into the first half. We have our first shot on goal, and it's for the LA Soul.
Yeah, 2 minutes in. It's been too early to really say who has control, who doesn't. They're both fighting for it in the middle of the pitch. We know how the home side likes to play, always on the attack, always with the ball in possession. It seems like LASO is using high pressure from the get go, so it's going to be an interesting match there in the middle of the field where the players are at the moment.
And here comes San Fernando quickly looking for a counter attack opportunity with Drew actually let's trying to send the long ball, but going to cut through. Quickly, we'll look through the starting lineup for San Fernando Valley. Vaughn at the goalkeeper, Rich Manan, number 4 in the back with Art as number 5. Ozzy Togo accompanies with number 3. Beto Rodriguez with number 18. Irvin Rivas with number 2. Juf with number 6. Strick with number 7. Uh, Junior Cozy with number 11. Joshua Guevara, number 21. And cleaning up with number 10, the 10, Cristo. So that is the starting lineup for your San Fernando Valley. It seems like all set in the back line of how head coach Carlos Cortez wants it. And that gentleman in the back that you hear is giving instructions here for the officials. Rivas quickly restarts here, finds Toga. Assistant coach now Jorge Rubio, who unfortunately we got the news today is a key part of that rotation for San Fernando Valley, but now back into what it's a poke ball, 3 seconds play on, no flag up. The ball's gonna be crossed through. Second post shot taken. And it goes right into the goalkeeper's Vaughn, but LA Soul attacking.
Yeah, second shot on goal. This looked like an easy tap in. I think the attacker looked away a bit, missed the first shot. The rebound came to the other player, but it was a bit too far. Easy for the goalie to get. But yeah, so with the pressure on the home side.
Yeah, first sequence, I would say that we see San Fernando Valley on the offensive side, and here's Juve getting cut inside. Cross is going to be taken, deflected by the LA Soul. See if they keep it in bounds. Referee says it is in bounds, and it's going to be a throw in for San Fernando Valley.
So a lot of intensity in the first few minutes. Let's see how they carry this momentum towards the later minutes of the game. We see a lot of teams come with that willingness to want to pressure all game, but as the minutes go by, the heat gets in and the pressure gets to the players. It's when we really see what their players are really made out of.
At that, the heat, like you mentioned, the intensity of the game, everything that's being played for. The ball's going to be played all the way back.
One thing we can notice that at least so is one of the few teams that's been here to the basin with more than enough players, which is something crazy to say at this level, but it happens.
More than enough players and also on time, too, right? Seeing that they were ready to go beforehand, and it's something that it goes a long way throughout the season, throughout the year, and it's showing why they are in first place. They have control of it so far here today, right now, momentarily in the first couple of 5 minutes, and they've had the clear opportunities. So they come opening up from the outside, from the inside rather. Long ball here, looking to switch it to the far side. Irvin Rivas wins it in the air. Ball's going to be brought down by the LA Soul Athletics midfield and fought for again. Cleared outside, and now it's going to be a throw in.
Yeah, 7 minutes in, and it looks like they settled down from the initial burst of energy from that willingness to want to go forward right away. And this is where we're going to start to see who wants the ball more. They're going to continue at that intensity to take control of the ball, or they're going to settle into different styles of play, taking into consideration this heat and that you can't go over 90 minutes at this intensity. We see LA with control of the ball so far, and San Fernando just waiting, which is something rare to see as we see them here.
You mentioned the heat, right? That's something that, I mean, at least for us here on the booth, we're underneath some shades. You feel the heat, but underneath that turf, underneath the sun, it's and then obviously when you're playing the 490, that's a whole different story. Opened up here now, LA Soul, but as much as they've tried to break the San Fernando Valley defense, it's been a tough task. Nonetheless, San Fernando on the defensive side to start the game off here. LA Soul Athletics imposing their will, showing why they are currently in first place, but still 0-0. Nothing to show for it here. Ball's going to be crossed all the way through and run off the line, and it gets the ball. And referee says it's going to be a foul against San Fernando Valley FC. Nothing moving here. Still 0-0. You're watching San Fernando Valley FC soccer via the home of San Fernando Valley FC soccer. Futboleando. My name is Jose Duran alongside Francisco Barboza. They're just full of talent here. Southern California. That's Marvin putting pressure here. Number 19. We've had the pleasure of covering him as well. Was a great standout at El Camino a few years back. Now here he is in the UPSL level, trying to take his talents to that next level. There's Rivas. Richmond in. Switches it off over here to Venetian. Here's Art. Pushing forward, looking to send a through ball. Then fights to go to Juve Actionist. Outside part of the foot pass to Josie Cozy doesn't come out. But I'll tell you something though, the intensity from the both coaches on the one side and both, you feel it. Here comes Marvin now. Cross is going to be put through here. Opportunity for the LA Soul shot's going to be taken, deflected, and offsides now. Flag goes up and the official calls an offsides, but LA Soul keeps on pushing forward.
Yeah, like we mentioned, those teams want to win. They have very similar styles of play. So the battle's going to be in the midfield trying to get control of the ball. Both of them want to have control of the ball. And we know that San Fernando likes to play with control of the ball, but they're also pretty good with quick, long passes, breaking the lines. So let's see if they switch it up to that type of style.
Finally seeing San Fernando at least a bit comfortable, but as soon as they do, they try to go ahead and get a player to ride a breathing down their neck. So no type of space or is being given from the LA Soul. They can restart here. Here comes the Athletics trying to cross the equator of the field. Decide to trace it back a bit, and they go back defensively. They try to create something offensively, and they go with their number 8. Tries to go back defensively. Here comes the captain from the LA Soul, number 20, pushing forward, pushing numbers up top. Gets away from Cozy, still pushing forward as the captain. See if he gets number 19 off his way. Referee says play on, no ball, offsides, or no ball gone out of play either way. Here comes once again, pull forward. Another flag does go up for an offsides. And then they Soul captain creating something from the defense on the options.
Yeah, at least they seems like the more comfortable with their style of play. They've already generated a few chances, two shots on goal, maybe five attacks in total. But they're doing a lot more than the home side in the first 11 minutes of this game.
And they've been the more dangerous team too, right? So here they come, however, looking to get something going this booster here. Great moving forward. And that's going to be stolen away cleanly from LA Soul, but not a green pass by the number 8. Number 7 on top here. Referee says play on no offsides, and they open it up with Juve Exulus. Here's Juve still pushing forward, still pushing back forward. Referee says it's going to be out of bounds. And a throw in for LA Soul without a foul.
Yeah,
Quick restart here from number 13, the LA Soul. Decides to go ahead and put it forward. Great self pass here. Now crosses it very high outside the box, and it's going to be stolen away by Zurich. Now putting a ball up top by Joshua Guevara. See if he fights for it, and ball's going to be going played all the way back to the goalkeeper. Swings it over here for back to the captain. Here comes the LA Soul Athletics, a team attacking from left to right, sporting pink uniform with black shorts. Here comes their number 8 once again. See if he does a full swing here to the left-hand side as he has number 13 open. He goes back to the captain, who swings it up to his left-hand side. On a hot summer day here, thank you so much for joining us, folks. We are coming to you live from the Sepulveda Basin Sports Complex, the home of your San Fernando Valley. A great crowd in hand. The folks from San Fernando knew that it was a big game tonight here at the Basin. The two top best teams at the UPSL SoCal North facing one another. Ball in the middle here. Trying to send the through ball here. Captain closing it down, and very well done there by Vaughn. Good sequence defensively there by San Fernando. Just Drew Faxulis. Hard touch back to Art. Pitches it forward here to Drew Faxulis. Excuse me, to Cozy. Boss gets stuck behind, and play on, says the referee. Swung through here, and it's going to be lost all the way back to Zurich to see if he gets a counterattack going here. Beto Rodriguez receptions it. Goes in the middle with Aussie Toga. Toga fakes to go to his left, decides to go back to his captain, Richmond Ayan, who kicks it up the top to looking for Zurich. Headed ball is going to be fouled back and won back by LA Soul by number 3. And the pressure is being put in once again by San Fernando Valley. 1-2 touch and see if they go. Turn around here by number 8, and they go back forward once again here defensively. LA Soul trying to create something on the defensive side, going offensively, and they've done so very well nicely here in the first 15 minutes of play. Still pushing forward here. San Fernando Valley pushing back now, looking to go ahead and get a counterattack as LA Soul is mounting the pressure. Opened up now to the left-hand side. See if they send a through ball, but very well at the back defensively. San Fernando, they have all 10 players in the back, and the ball's going to get lost all the way through for a goal kick.
yeah, so Soul right now has complete control, possession of the ball. They're comfortable touching from the back, starting something with their feet, pushing towards the center of the field, hopefully getting a through ball in there. But they're definitely the dominant for 15 minutes. Although we've seen San Fernando's the same predicament before, where they start very slow the first half, but slowly, they begin to pick up their momentum. And as long as the score remains 0-0, as we see a foul here, um, everything's up in the air.
Yeah, like you mentioned earlier too, right? The heat and see that is true. A lot of teams though pick up intensity in the first early minutes, and then seems like San Fernando's able to go ahead and beat them to it towards the end of the game as they pull away. But either way, still here 0-0. But LA Soul does look different than other teams that we've faced here at the Sepulveda Basin Sports Complex. As we start here once again, 17 minutes in the first first half. 0-0, nothing to show for it here, and no danger really from either team. Outside than a couple of shots from LA Soul, and here they come once again. Boss cut back here. Here's the visiting side.
Marvin, you're too predictable, man.
And great defensive by Irvin Rivas. Steals the ball away because the counter attack that San Fernando might have been looking for. Ball's going to be pushed way too forward here by Cristo. Looking for Junior Cozy, and it gets lost out of bounds.
Yeah, missed opportunity there by San Fernando. The way they're playing, it seems like they're not going to be waiting for those types of mistakes by LA Soul, and then try to go with their speedy players, which we know they have probably one of the fastest guy in this league with number 11 Cozy. Fortunate a bad pass there, but seems like for now San Fernando's comfortable giving possession too. So just waiting to use those speedy guys they have up top, which are 10 once they get that momentum going.
Yeah, it looks like the pressure's not being put here for a specific reason here up until now, right? And then Cozy commits the foul, and you get a free kick here for the LA Soul.
Angel, that little picture, but then next action.
And they swing it here on the far side. Here comes the visiting team trying to create something and go up top on the score line. Like we mentioned before, these two are number one and number two on the standings here of the UPSL SoCal North. So A and B, and each one of them trying to go ahead and maintain and keep that themselves on top. A great turn here. Going to be up. A great move here by the LA Soul and the captain, Richmond A, and puts his body there in front and covers it for a goal kick.
Yeah, it's just unfortunate that we are seeing this game now at the end of the season. It would have been nice to see this earlier on in the season when you're still fighting for a shot. Now both teams have made it to the playoffs, so you would think that they're going to be more reserved. They don't want to get their players injured. But still, it looks like they both want to win this, which we appreciate a lot.
Yeah, it's physical. I mean, as soon as one of the players are getting the ball from either team, there's a shadow over them, and the physicality and the pressure being put here by LA Soul is mounted. What a great move by Irvin Rivas here. He creates some space, now goes forward. Somehow the ball finds him once again, goes in the middle, tries to find Guevara there, but the ball's poked away and back in possession of the Soul Athletics. Flashes it back here in the defensive side. Still 0-0 here from the Basin. Nothing to show for it, but it's a huge game for both these teams to see who is the cream of the crop. Ball push here by number 19. He's going to have the space to strike from distance, and it's going to go right into the goalkeeper's hands.
Yeah, out of their three shots, it's probably been the easiest for the keeper, but they continue to put that pressure and continue to show that they want to win this game.
Julian, hey, excellent.
Quick restart here to the Soul. But, I mean, as we've been praising the Soul for us, the pressure they've had, I mean, the defensive side for San Fernando has been great. They've been sound defensively, and they've got improved throughout the game. So they have a couple opportunities earlier on where a couple of impositions and shaky legs from the San Fernando Valley side. But now they're a lot more comfortable on the pitch. And here they come once again. Opened up here with number 20 and the captain for the Soul on their defensive side. And a great turn here by number 3. It goes back again to his captain.
Yeah, the first few minutes we saw them both trying to fight for the ball for possession. Now we clearly see San Fernando allowing them to move the ball at least up to 3/4 of the field, and then that's when the real pressure starts. and waiting again for those deadly counterattacks using their speedy players. So San Fernando switching their tactics here, something that we haven't really seen. So we've been covering here to give initiative to the opposite side and just wait.
Yeah, so far, I mean, 22 minutes in, it's worked great for them in terms of keeping the scoreline at zero. But like you mentioned, it's a new sequence of play from San Fernando, quickly usually having them, get possession, get ball, and push forward right away. So throw in here for the visiting side, undefeated here in UPSL play are the LA Soul, and for the San Fernando Valley, and they have that one loss earlier in the season. But when it comes to at home, undefeated as well. So a great matchup for them here against the visiting team. Ball back in them back. No pressure being mounted there by Cristo as they swing it to the left. Now they cut inside. And pressure, I mean, patience is key here for the Athletic as they have the ball.
Yeah, we've seen now 22, 23 minutes now. The intensity has gone down quite a bit. The heat is coming down hard, so we knew this was going to happen. So now the sun becomes a factor in this game. See who can manage their stamina, their players staying fresh, not just on feet, but in their head as well. But you would think a team with soul in their name can handle a little heat.
Yeah, but it is picking up here in the valley. You're feeling it throughout the game and the intensity as well. Ball put in the middle here by number 13. Try to send the through ball here. But very well defended in the back by San Fernando Valley. And here they come on a counter attack with an opportunity with Guevara, who tries to send it through, and it goes all the way back to the goalkeeper for the Soul, who hasn't been tested at all here today.
Yeah, it's probably the most he's done all game.
Ball swung here. Reception by the captain. And great defensive sequence by Urban Rivas. Rivas has been on point here tonight for San Fernando Valley on the defensive side. Beto Rodriguez winning it forward here, looking to get Cristo Deras going. Referee says play on. Here comes the LA Soul. The captain here pushing forward. It's clear that everything runs through number 20 here.
Yeah,
And here comes San Fernando. They steal the ball. Zurich, poke forward here by the captain, Mitch Benayan. He's going to go ahead and swing it up for Juve Exilis. It's the first time in 25 minutes that we see San Fernando Valley with an offensive sequence here. And number 8 here, open things up. Bloss coming in for LA Soul, who are doing a great job here to keeping the San Fernando Valley net at zeros. A through ball here. Referee says play on. Rich Benet able to go ahead and poke that off of player from San Fernando Valley, and we'll have a throw in. Quickly restart here. And they go all the way back to number 18 on the side of the LA Soul now. They swing it through for the far side. As the time keeps ticking, first half going away, nothing due to these two. But I mean, the chances LA Soul has had are more than the San Fernando Valley has had, but not one clear that you think, hey, if they were a bit closer, they could put this one away. Either way, it's 0-0 score line. Ball in the middle now. Here comes number 8 for the visiting side. And it looks like San Fernando's happy with the way this game's going, 0-0. Back to number 20, the captain. Looking to go ahead and make a long switch here all the way through to the second side. Very nice, beautifully. They sleeve this off to number 19. He tries to go ahead and get away from one defender, but as soon as he does, he gets two on him, and the ball's floating away very well, nicely by Cozy. You've excellence now. The ball hits the referee, and that's going to go ahead and have a stop here automatically.
Yeah, so San Fernando has been really good defensively. Like you mentioned, LSO has had the most shots on goal, but they haven't been shots that have tested the goalie today. And part of that is from the good effort and defense by San Fernando. Their problem comes when they try to transition from defense to attack, where we see here they quickly are losing the ball and they're beginning to get frustrated. We see Jude.
As Cozy steals the ball here, creates an opportunity. First time San Fernando has something going on the offensive side. Back to Cozy, he has the space, gets away from one shot taken. Swing and a miss, and the ball's going to be back against the LA Soul and see if they steal this one away. That went back to the goalkeeper. Pressure here by San Fernando. First time we're seeing them putting him on a corner here. And very well, nicely done by the LA Soul to get out of here on the offensive side, but they steal it away, give it away back to Zurich. Mental mistakes here as Zurich gives this one back into the LA Soul. So a couple of mistakes on both sides, but here comes the LA Soul, and now they're opening up play. Here comes the Soul. Richmond A looking to go ahead and cut them down. He's going to go ahead and cut inside. Shot taken. It goes all the way through, and we'll have a goal kick. So shot taken here, goal kick for San Fernando Valley. But we finally see, I guess, the game kind of break out.
Yeah, finally 28 minutes we see hustled by San Fernando with that ball stolen by Junior Cozy that starts up their play for them. That shot amounts to a rebound, which then is transitioned back by LA Soul. But yeah, like you mentioned, we saw them finally both teams sort of break out of their shell and try something different to put a goal on the scoreboard. And now let's see what the outcome of that is. Seems like LA Soul is coming back again. And San Fernando returning to their style. But like we mentioned, very defensive style play this afternoon. But they really seems like it's part of a bigger strategy by the coach. It's in the transitions where they've been really messing out.
Ball out of bounds here. We'll have a throw in here for the LA Soul. As we still have a 0-0 scoreline. Nothing to show for it from either of these teams. But the intensity's there. I mean, and also you like and appreciate the structure and the defensive discipline from both these sides. I mean, we're seeing why both these teams are the best teams in the league. As they swing it through here, over one. Opportunity for the Soul. So it's going to be taken. What a great save. Rebound loose there. And what a save there by the goalkeeper for San Fernando as Vaughn able to go ahead and keep this one still 0-0. And here comes San Fernando looking for a counter attack here with Cristo, but the referee blows the whistle for a foul.
Wow, what a great play by LA Soul, but also what a great stop by the San Fernando goalkeeper. It seemed like just a tap in, but he was there. He predicted where the shot might go, made a great effort, and didn't give a rebound. But this has probably been the most dangerous play of the game for either side. And LA Soul seems like they should be one up by now.
Absolutely. They are definitely shooting themselves on the foot, but not capitalizing on that opportunity. The clearest opportunity any of these two teams have had here today. It was a drop, but a better defensive effort there by the goalkeeper from San Fernando is the reason why we're still 0-0.
Yeah, it was a great play forward by LA Soul. Cutting in, cutting back down, putting the ball back inside. Like I said, it seemed like a pretty simple tap in, but the goalie's there to say no.
Yep. Beto Rodriguez here now goes with Richmond A in, goes inside here with Ozzy Toga, who has Juf Exilis on the side. 30 minutes in here, and now San Fernando looking comfortable on the field. Back to Juve. Decides to go ahead and poke it forward, a little too forward, looking for Joshua Guevara. It's going to be a throw in. So throw in here. And here comes the soul. Ball stolen away by opportunity. San Fernando. Cristo's going to take the shot. It goes just wide, and we'll have a goal kick. A great opportunity here for San Fernando. It goes just wide. But it was one of the more dangerous reactions both these teams have had tonight.
Yeah, so finally San Fernando does something up top. They definitely could have capitalized on that. So now both teams even equal in the most dangerous plays they've had. They're 1-1. This seemed like more by San Fernando. The coach was claiming that it took a hit from the defense from LA Sol. The ref didn't see it. And here comes LA Sol back on the attack. But finally, we see something a little bit different from San Fernando. And now seems like they could have been up on the scoreboard.
Yeah, 0-0 to the scoreline, but the importance of putting the opportunities you have away, it's the reason why it was still 0-0, but both these teams playing great soccer here, disciplined soccer as well. As a Soul looking to get something going here now.
It's one of
34 minutes.
It's one of those 0-0s where if you're a real fan of the tactical aspect of the sport, you're gonna really appreciate because you see the battle of tactics here. One team that loves possession, loves to make it to the box with as many players as they can, and San Fernando changing their usual tactic to defensively holding the lines in the back and then trying to get to the forwards with quick transitions. Eliso has been failing at the last shot because they've had shots on target where San Fernando has been failing in those transitions. Those opportunities they've had have come from mistakes from Eliso trying to get out of their own field. But it's a technical, a very technical battle that some of us like and appreciate.
And the first corner kick we have of the game, cross is going to be through. And we'll have a second one, but you could tell this is something they practiced throughout the week. And fortunate enough for San Fernando, it comes off just as a second corner kick. A worked out play from the LA Soul here. They sent a cross through here to the second post. And we'll have a corner kick. 1, 2, 3, 4 Soul Athletic players in the box. One right outside the box. Number 19, Marvin, looking to go ahead and get some type of rebound there. 0-0 the scoreline. 35 minutes into the second half. We have 10 minutes to go. Ball's going to be crossed in through here to the first post and headed well very well nicely by Juve. Exodus heads it out of bounds.
Julian, leave it. Let us get set. Leave the ball. Julian, leave the ball. Come here. Wait.
So a quick throw in here by number 13 from the LA Soul. As it goes right back to him. Retraces towards the captain, number 20, who swings it all the way through to the opposite side. And they're going to keep it here on the side of San Fernando Valley once again. Back with the defender, number 18, who goes forward here with 19. Opens it up here with number 13 for the LA Soul. He has space. He's going to go ahead and cross it. And no problems there with goalkeeper Vaughn. He doesn't want to go ahead and risk any counter attacks and decides to go ahead and handle this ball himself. Opens it up here. Guevara. Back to Irvin Rivas. Great move by the defensive move. right back by San Fernando, but it's going to go fall right into the hands, rather feet, of the LA Soul keeper. In the middle now, back with the captain.
And we finally see San Fernando break from their half of the field, not allowing them that much freedom to play the ball from the back. So we're clearly seeing the coach now wants them to go in with a little bit more pressure, trying to change that stand that they had in the first uh, 30 minutes of this game. So like I see like we're seeing some changes from the coach that a game like this allows you to test out different styles of play ahead of what's going to be the playoffs for them. And here we see a long ball.
And here they come, exactly what you just said. Francisco on the attacker. Scozy, he's going to go ahead and get in the box. Cross is going to be through it. Rebound still loose. Cristo's going to go ahead and get it. Tries to go over the defender, and it's an opportunity gone to waste for San Fernando, but they still have possession of it. Duf Exilis with Beto Rodriguez. Now opens it up with Rich Renee and see if he swings it over to Urban Rivas. He does so now. Rivas with possession of it, almost loses it. Does so now. Recovered very well nicely by number 7 of the LA Soul. Here comes the Soul, but the numbers are in the back there for San Fernando as they try to put a through ball here. All the way through. It's going to find the goalkeeper hands, feet rather, of on.
If you saw that last sequence by San Fernando, whoa, what a stop by the LA Soul defender. That looked like it was going in, but his leg stopped it, ricocheted back for a rebound that didn't amount to much. But wow, what a defensive play by the LA Soul defender.
And it's exactly what head coach Carlos Cortez wants to see, right? And they work throughout the season, those through balls or long balls, finding Cozy down the line. And there's no stopping him there. I mean, just as good as number 13 for the Soul has been tonight of containing. Once those wheels get going, it's hard to stop them.
Yeah, now we see San Fernando, the team that's coming from the back with ball possession, with control, and LA Soul, the one giving them three-fourths of the field for them to play. So interesting, like I mentioned earlier, this tactical battle between the coaches that happens behind the scene. That's something people don't get to see, but it makes it for a good game despite the scoreline of 0-0.
It's almost as if he said 30 minutes, let's say back,
Yeah.
defend, tactically, see what we got, and now 15 minutes, let's go ahead and 10 minutes,
Yeah.
take it to them. Still 0-0, the scoreline here. Live from the Sepulveda Basin Sports Complex. Thank you for joining us, folks. My name is Jose Duran, alongside Francisco Barboza. We're coming to you live from the Sepulveda Basin Sports Complex, the home of San Fernando Valley, as we are also the home of San Fernando Valley. Here comes the Soul Athletics. Great opportunity. Shot's going to be taken. It hits the crossbar. It hits the post. It goes out of bounds. We'll have a goal kick, but an opportunity for the LA Soul.
Yeah, what a great play by LA Soul. They do everything right except the
When did he shoot it?
Yeah, I think he saw him more open, and it wasn't a bad idea, but the execution was not the
Yeah,
greatest.
unselfish play there from the offensive side. But in my eyes, I mean, you have to go there, take the shot. I think a pass like that just it complicates things for number 19, right? To do it, but also too, you got to be on your toes and ready to go, not have something unexpected there. But just that close from it being 1-0.
Just that close to being 1-0. And if you look at the replay, he had the chance to stop it, maybe give it to the other guy that was coming behind him. He didn't. It comes, and it was so close to being the goal breaker for this match.
Oof. I honestly thought it would be just the way he cut, the way he had the ball right in front of him. It looked like it was a matter of time, but luckily for San Fernando, it's still 0-0. Great turn here with number 3 by LA Soul. The intensity by the head coaches, both on both sides, is evident here on the sidelines. As the Soul looking to go ahead and push forward here, as San Fernando appear to have a little bit more control and possession. The flag does go up, and we'll have an offsides here for San Fernando, in favor of San Fernando.
Yeah, I forget what we said at the beginning of the game where we thought um, these guys were going to come in here and just sort of play out the game just because they needed to, being that they're both in the playoffs. seems more like a pride thing. They both want to show that, hey, you may be up top in points, but I beat you in the game. So it's more of a pride game, and that's sometimes awesome to see that these teams are not just going to come here and waste the minutes because they have to play the match, but they really want to go out there and win it.
3 minutes to go here in the first half. We're just about ready to call halftime here, but don't go anywhere, folks. We'll still be back for the second half. Here comes the opportunity for the LA Soul. Captain Mitch Benayan cutting it through. And very well, nicely gets there last second, able to defend that one and poke it away.
Yeah, but San Fernando loses. It's so childish in the middle of the half. They give him a through ball to the Lazo attacker, but the captain's there. The captain who's always there. I think he's been in every game we've covered this season. He was there in this play to get the ball away from the LSO attacker that if he didn't stop him was going to probably put that 1-0 on the scoreboard. But reckless loss of the ball right there by San Fernando, and the coach lets the player have it.
Offsides here from the Soul. 0-0, but it's been an entertaining tactical game here for these two. And as we see, Juve Exodus trying to get something moving. They go all the way back to Benayan, Vaughn, and Toga. Back to Juve Exodus. Referee says the ball does not go out of bounds. And a great opportunity here by the LA Soul. Tries to go here, and it's an offsides. Flag does go up offsides, and very well disciplined in the back defensively are San Fernando Valley.
Yeah, but in this play, you really saw that pressure that LSO has been putting on San Fernando all game long, just not letting them get out, not even letting them think. And it's in those transitions when they try to get out of the back with where San Fernando has been struggling, and they've been trying to get out the same route to the left side. And I think LSO finally figured that out. And here they come again through the left. And it's probably going to be another easy takeaway by LSO.
1 minute to go here in the first half, plus whatever the official wants to add on. Great ball brought down by Cristo, but stolen well nicely by number 8 of the LA Soul. Number 20 from the Soul, opening things up, the captain. He's had a very sound game as well in the back, number 20 from the Soul, as they've been able to keep San Fernando at zeros here. One of the last opportunities of the first half here. It's played to number 3. Now number 30 for the Soul. He had the space to keep moving forward. Decides to go ahead and cross it. Referee says play on, no handball. Now shot's going to be taken for the outside, deflected. Tries to make a turn, and down goes the San Fernando Valley player for free kick. They were calling for a PK.
Yeah, and San Fernando again was able to hold on another attacking sequence by LA Soul. Again, they're still with that high intensity, that high pressure, and San Fernando hasn't been able to outdo them in that regard, but they continue to stay defensively solid, at least in their last line, and continue to have the score line at 0, defending their goal.
And as we hear the official blows his whistle, it is officially halftime. 0-0, the scoreline here from the Sepulveda Basin Sports Complex. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be right back for the second half action from the Basin. It is 0-0, the scoreline. You San Fernando Valley FC, the LA Soul. You're watching UPSL Soccer, presented by Football Yando. I just press it.
So I started Olympia 3 years ago now. And we started because I was working at a college at the time, and I was working with a lower resource school. And I just felt like there were things that these athletes weren't getting that I wanted to provide for them. And I've always had a passion for helping the community and having folks who maybe didn't have the education or the resources to become the better versions of themselves to help them with that. So when I started the company, we actually started out of a storage unit underneath my apartment, and I just kind of started treating patients, and eventually we got big enough where I started looking for a bigger space. But early on, we just started the business. We didn't save up money, and so initially we kind of struggled to get off the ground, get a consistent patient flow. But within 2 years, we got to a point where we had a full schedule. We started partnering with teams, and now we function 50% in the clinic and then 50% on the field. So we do a lot of outreach where we go out to camps, we go out to practices, games, and we also have those folks that we see in their practice and games. They come into the clinic and we rehab them in the clinic. So we like to function kind of 50-50, both field and in the clinic. A lot of what we do is very educational because we feel like there's a huge gap in athletes really understanding their body. I think it's getting better. But I know when I was playing sports, all this education and like rehab and the injury prevention side wasn't really enforced at a young age. And I do feel that maybe my career could have been different, or there's lots of athletes that feel like maybe the injury was the reason they're not continuing to play. So I think the earlier we can help athletes understand what's important and how to take care of their bodies, the better. So we like to do things like that. So our videographer helped us kind of connect, and my assistant reach out to San Fernando. And when we got in contact with them, we were in the midst of trying to establish these partners. Because we function 50% in the clinic and 50% on the field, it's important for us to have these partnerships with different teams. When we reach out, we have those initial conversations, but I think with San Fernando, what we really loved is that they had a similar passion to us. They like to get involved in the community. They like to see athletes understand their body and have the resources and the ability, whether they want to or not. I think it's important for them to have the ability to reach the highest levels resource-wise. And so when we partnered with them after reaching out and just through email, call, text, we really felt like they had a very similar vision and mission to us. And so for us, it was a very easy partnership to build. We prioritize the post-ops, so anyone who has a surgery through the club, we see them full-time and we treat them like professional athletes. And so we're treating them multiple times a week, and they're getting a full hour with me one-on-one. And so we've seen anything from like meniscus to ACL to neck to back pain, and we just give them the ability to come in and see me multiple times a week and get their rehab in. We also did do a performance testing clinic with them. So with their academy team, we had a day where we had all of our physical therapy students, PTs, our training staff came, and we set up a clinic where they rotated through different stations, and one station was a physical therapy assessment, and then the next station was like performance testing where we tested their strength and gave them the data. We tested their power, so we did force plate testing. And then we had an agility section where one of my PTs took them through soccer-specific agility tests, and we talked about, based on where they're at and collegiate and professional levels, what they should shoot for and why agility is important in soccer. And so we like to do that, and I think it gives the team a place to come and be able to take care of their bodies, but it also helps the coaching staff to really understand what kind of team they have. I think a lot of teams are not yet utilizing data and utilizing the science that we have to better inform their practices and their strength tests or their strength days. So that data, we hope, will be able to be translated to, okay, well, these are the deficits we're seeing on the team, and this is how we can grow to make the team better. I think today was a great example of why I love what I do. One of our long-term rehabs, he's an ACL. He's in his like 8th to 9-month range, and he's getting close to his return. And so to have spent so much time with someone, treating them multiple times a week, I see them through the full spectrum. So I see them right after surgery when they're in crutches and they're not allowed to walk, to today when we actually had him on the field and he was playing soccer again. And so for me to be part of that process and to help them through the steps and then see them go back to doing what they love at such a high level, we pride ourselves in trying to get our athletes back to 100%, but even like 110%. So we work on the deficits that maybe they had prior to the injury. So to see him come back to be stronger and better than he was before the injury, I think for me is everything. And so that's why I love what I do. It's exciting to see other people reach their potential and then knowing I was part of that process.
We're in the San Fernando Valley area and LA metropolitan areas as well. You can find us on Instagram. We have a website, armandosroofinginc.com, and our phone number. You can also give us a call or text us, 818-429-5540. And we do residential, commercial, roofing repairs if you're selling your house and you need us to come by and check it out to give you a report on how it is, or insurance claims, anything like that, just give us a call even if you have a question.
This is a ref. You can ref the game. And then I say,
That guy, the ref.
All right, we're back, folks, for second.
porque no lo veo después. That's point. Great. Let's go.
All right, folks, we are back for second half actions. Cool 15-minute break or 10-minute break, whatever you want to call it, between these two, and they're just about ready to go and get things going. A solid first half from both these sides. I think um, uh, the LA Soul side, I mean, player that stood out the most to us, at least to me, rather, is number 20, the captain. He was able to go ahead and control the whole game, and it looks like the game and the ball rolls through his feet as the LA Soul rolls. And for San Fernando Valley, I mean, all you could um, head your heads to is a solid defensive outing, and Urban Riva is looking great too.
Yeah, it was a first half dominated by LA Soul. A nice little tactical game going on right between the coaches. But yeah, LA Soul definitely the better side, the most chances, the more clear chances as well, the better type of play, the more control of the ball. They're just winning everything in that first half. Let's see how both teams come out for the second half. I don't think they're gonna change much in the way their style playing as compared to the first half. I think San Fernando's gonna stay back again, give possession to LA Pro, and then hopefully be more precise in those transitions from defense to offense. And if so, they're going to keep pushing forward, hopefully to be more precise in their attack. Yeah, number 20 by LSO, I think their best player, the one that holds everything down, tells where the play is going. And for San Fernando, the captain and the goalie, I think have been the best players holding down the defense back there. But hopefully we can break this 0-0 so that the game can completely break. We saw little sparks of it in the first half, and hopefully we see a better second half in that regard.
And the heat is also going to be playing a factor now, and being fatigue as well. I stepped out to the middle of the field at halftime, and I mean you could feel the sun bearing down on you. And lucky enough for us, we're underneath the shade, we get some wind, but the heat will be bearing down. The intensity will also be picking up as we see a quick restart here by the LA Soul. Go back again to number 18, and another defensive sequence here for San Fernando. Pressure not being mounted, and here comes the LA Soul.
And if you paid attention, you can see that the same way the game ended, the same way the game starting in the second half, with LA Skull with full control. I think they tried to mount an attack, but it's recovered again by San Fernando, and there's going to be a foul for San Fernando.
And we have also our first substitution of the game on behalf of the Soul Athletics. Exiting the game was number 13, Christian Brew, and entering now is number 17, Mateo Pinilla. So we'll see our first substitution here of the afternoon for the LA Soul Athletics as they push things forward. Flag does stay down, and now it does go up, and we'll have an offsides called here for the LA Soul. So we'll have our first substitution for the LA Soul, as well as our first substitution coming up for San Fernando Valley, as Andre Morris is making his way into the the game here today and momentarily warming up as well. So for the Soul Athletics, Pinilla in, as we see Toga looking to push forward here. Hands it off very well, nicely there by Andre Morris, who has just come into this one. So in is Morris or San Fernando Valley FC, as a substitution was made indeed in halftime. So a couple of movements from both these team sides as they're looking to go ahead and push things ahead and get out of here with either a win, a victory. But I think a good thing for both these teams is to get out of here without any injuries.
You mentioned the Heat being a factor throughout this game, but one thing I want to point out too is not just the Heat, but that frustration that you've been the better team, at least when speaking about LA Soul, and you can show that dominance on the scoreboard. It's interesting to see how that's going to affect the mental of the team and also how the coach wants to continue in this game.
Time will tell how fatigue, mental, all plays out.
Low side, but we're healthy.
As we see here, Cozy being switched to this right hand side. Down he goes. Referee says play on. Cristo with the ball and possession. He tries to set the through ball to Andre Morris, and nothing comes out of it.
Excellent. You need to play there, Fernando. We need to play.
You know, for on the LA Soul side, I mean, they won all their games. Flag stays down. Morris with the shot.
Done.
It goes right into the keeper's hands, and a mistake by Morris not getting a full shot on there. It goes no problem for the goalkeeper.
Oh, what a great through ball by the San Fernando player. And then the attacker, I think he could have done a little bit more. I think he could have held onto the ball, get an extra touch, position better. He goes on it with his first touch, and it just, I think he hits the ground and the ball at the same time, making it an easy save for LA Soul. But now San Fernando could have been the one on top, and this is how the games can quickly change when you don't put nothing on the scoreboard. So LA Soul very lucky in the last play.
Wow.
And it was Morris with the shot.
Yeah, Morris just came in here. But what a great opportunity for San Fernando, as we've been speaking about, you know, the soul and the control they've had of the game. They could go and evaporate in a heartbeat for San Fernando. Long ball here. Rivas gets to the first with the head. Here's Junior. Tries to turn, tries to cut, tries to mix a pause there. Goes to Rich and it clears this one out. It's going to be a throw in for.
And we've seen it before here at the Basin where when the starters can't get the ball in, usually the bench comes in to save them. It's something we've seen here a lot in San Fernando, and we talked about how versed they are in the bench. And we saw their Morris coming as a substitute, already making an impact right away. So that's another aspect of this game to take note of.
Oof, oof, shot taken there. Goes wide by the soul. But a great move and a great play there by number 19. Goes just wide. Toga gets us restarted here with Juve. Tries to find Andre Morris, and it's cut away very well, timely by the LA Soul. Ball's going to be crossed in here. Rich Manayan able to go get a header on it. And right into Junior Cozy. Tries to get away from the one LA Soul player, and it's going to be a throw in by San Fernando.
Cozy, I think, has been one of his most conservative games, if you want to put an adjective to him. We haven't really seen him be that explosive, be the guy that makes a difference for San Fernando. And we know that when he doesn't get the ball, San Fernando has a hard time putting stuff offensively for San Fernando.
Yeah, absolutely. Conservative, relatively quiet today, but any second he'll find a way to go ahead and make explosive.
Get over there and play.
Irvin Rivas now gonna get us restarted here. The number 2 player for San Fernando is gonna get us restarted. Goes back to Rich Manayan. Manayan opens things up here to the left hand side. Reception very well known by Art Havanisian. Havanisian has an opportunity to go ahead and swings it to the left, and a very well nicely header by Morris finds Juve excellence. However, a horrible bounce, rather unfortunate bounce, takes ball back in possession of the LA Soul. Number 2 cuts down and puts his paws into it. Now opens it up now and recovered by Juve excellence. In the middle by with Ozzy Togas tries to swing it over through to Dre Morris. Referee says the flag stays down and no offsides. Here's Dre. Has the captain all over him. Decides to go ahead and go in the middle here with Joshua Guevara, who goes even further back with Beto Ozzy Toga. Juve has possession of it. Pushes forward. Still pushing forward is Juve. Tries to find Andre Morris. Now he finds Morris. Gets taken down. Referee says play on, no foul. Counter attack now. Here comes the LA Soul, and the game seems to have opened up now. Reception very well 9 by number 9. He goes and touches it out with number 7. That doesn't have options. Decides to go ahead and touch it. Referee says play on, no handball. Oof, that was close. Referee says play on. No, nothing to do with here. They swing it up here with number 16. Renan able to go ahead and cut this one through, but possession is going to be fine momentarily, and it's going to be reflected off a San Fernando Valley player for the third corner kick of the game, all belonging to the LA Soul.
And we see another tactical switch by the coach. They moved Juve to the left. This has given them a little bit more of an option to open either left or right with number 11 down on the right side. So an interesting switch without having to make a substitute to move these two players that are very quick, very good with the ball to play on opposite sides of the field.
Yeah, great point here as we see a second cross. It's going to be all the way through. Goalkeeper came off his line, and we'll have a goal kick.
Yeah, we're about to watch the replay. I think the goalkeeper came out unsure of himself, loses sight of the ball, and gets lucky that the shot by the LA So attacker was going wide already, but he got exposed in that play, not coming out with confidence.
Rivas with Ozzy. Here's Ozzy trying to push these forward. Opens it up with Juve Exulis. Exulis has control of the ball now. He cuts inside, buys it back with Ozzy Toga. Toga tries to get away from one. He can't do it. Back to Ozzy, Juve Exulis. Exulis now without possession of it. And here comes San Fernando trying to go ahead and put a little bit more flavor into the mix of things. Now things have been pushed forward here with Junior Cozy. Cozy has possession of it. Tries to go ahead and get through from one defender. Referee says play on, but the referee is going to say the ball went out of bounds in favor of the LA Soul.
Yeah, again, Cozy with a very conservative performance. You may be thinking he's gonna come. Someone's gonna come and substitute him with the game he's had. So we know he only needs to make a difference as we see another sub by
Exiting the game. Number 16 entering the game is number 14 for UPSL. As soon as he comes in, Irvin Rivas trying to let him know I'm here. Interesting though that they for water leaf of friendlies are 20-degree game.
we're gonna hear a lot about um, this summer with the World Cup team players.
So it off, still turning, down he goes. Oh, the referee says play on. It looked like a foul to us here. But referee says nothing to do it here. Play on. Right, poke the ball. Home, folks. 12 minutes so far. We're coming to you live from the Sepulveda Basin Schools. Bring you this live broadcast, UPSL from the San Fernando Valley. San Fernando Valley FC looking to go ahead and surprise. LA Soul has not lost. I mean, we obviously know they haven't lost a single game all season, but they haven't even tied a game all year. Perfect record throughout the year, and we'll see if San Fernando able to go ahead and steal some points for them and get into the playoffs very well nicely as both these teams are locked in already. Great turn.
But you're starting to see LA Soul make more mistakes compared to what they were doing in the first half. Their possession doesn't seem as complete as it was in the first half, so maybe the heat is beginning to get to them, or the frustration that should be on top, but they're not on top. They actually could have been down already in the second half, so interesting for them because, like you mentioned, no ties, no losses. This must be unknown territory for them.
Yeah.
Like, and a good learning experience for the coach.
The plus 50, I believe 56 in the goal differential for the LA Soul. So absolutely unfamiliar territory, but for San Fernando is here as home as well. I mean, we're accustomed to seeing three, four, five goals
Mhm.
per game. So a tied 0-0. You might be even watching a preview of the final here, folks. But a great game without a doubt.
Yeah, definitely a good test before the playoffs kick off. Sometimes you play a team that's not as good before the playoffs. That puts you in a different momentum. But when you play high competitive
Oh,
games before, it does prepare you for that next level that's coming soon here to the valley.
and here comes the San Fernando Valley Junior Cozy. The opportunity they might have been looking for. Cross is going to be all the way to the second post. Morris able to go ahead and bring this one down. A great sequence of play that started all the way back here through with Irvin Rivas and finding Cristo Deras. Here's Ozzy Toga. Now it goes further back here with Art. Trades it over here with Irvin Rivas, who's had a great solid game overall here, the right back from San Fernando. As I say that, of course, he loses the ball and it gives opportunity now with number 14 from the LA Soul. 2v2 now. Here comes the Soul with the opportunity that they might be looking for. Is going to go to his left. Shot's going to be taken. With a great save there by the goalkeeper, Vaughn. He sends this one to the goal corner kick. It's going to be the fourth one of the day, but LA Soul are knocking.
Yeah, what a shot! What a shot by the number 14.
Ooh,
Just saw him come in, but also what a save!
yeah.
What a
Second.
strong hand by the San Fernando goalkeeper to keep this 0-0, but danger still looming in the San Fernando area.
Fourth corner kick of the afternoon, all belonging to the LA Soul, as that ball's going to be flying back to goalkeeper Vaughn. His second great save, but a great opportunity for the LA Soul. And here comes once again San Fernando Valley looking for Andre Morris. Cut it down by number 2 defensively, who sends to hover over the ball. Referee says play on. Ball play on. The ball never abandoned the field as the LA Soul looking to go ahead and get these going here now with the captain open things up with number 17. 0-0 the scoreline here. 15 minutes here in the second half. Less than 30 to go, and we are coming to you live from the Sepulveda Basin Sport Complex. Number 3 here for the LA Soul looking to get things going. Opens it up here with defensively with the back to number 17. So far now it looks like the game has opened up a bit for both these sides, as now Cozy looking to put pressure now. Ball in the middle here, and as here comes the visiting team. They pass the equator to the field. Tries to send a through ball here, and it gets through, but the flag goes up. Flag goes up for an offsides, but number 14, the second time he gets through the defense of San Fernando.
Let's close, but we're gonna give it to the refs. Who have been great this evening. Not much to say about them, and when you don't talk about the refs, it means they're doing a good job. So good call by the refs.
Yeah, offside call from the officials, and it still maintains 0-0, but still going back to that save by Vaughn. I mean, amazing reflexes to send this to the corner kick. His 2 saves are the reason why it's still 0-0, and for my eyes, the player of the game, Junior Cozy, almost stealing the ball away here, and the pressure has been mounted. Here comes the LA Soul. A great turn there by number 3 as he pushes it forward. Number 7 who opens it up with the captain, the number 20. Here comes LA Soul as chasing back down now is Joshua Guevara. Guevara now pushing forward just as Juve action is, as they send a through ball here with the captain number 20. Send a through ball cross, rather. But a great cut here by goalkeeper Vaughn as the game's opened up and now we're seeing more opportunities.
And keep an eye on the number 3 by LA Soul. He's a guy who doesn't make much noise, but he's the one that orchestrates every single attack for LA Soul. Always open, always getting the ball, and knowing who to give it to. As we see Cozy.
Here comes Cozy on the attack. Takes a little bit too long here, and like we've been mentioning throughout the broadcast, he's been locked down defensively. As soon as he gets a ball down, he gets a player on him. But it's been one of his less active games, if you will, here today.
He had a lot of time to get the ball and do something different. He waits for it for too long, and the defender reads it perfectly and comes and takes it away from him. But here he comes again with another to make something different.
Cozy Finds Cristo. He's, however, alone on top there. Ball's going to be poked away and nothing comes out of it.
Relax.
Long ball here, looking for number 14. Flag Dusty down. Rivas is going to go ahead and get it. Beat it to it. Cross is going to be made. It goes over the crossbar. Unbelievable miss by the LA Soul. It gets deflected, says the official. And we'll have a corner kick. Oh, no. I don't see a deflection there on the replay there, folks. It went off of the LA Soul player.
I think the deflection happens before
Yeah.
before the shot. Then it hits him sort of in the midsection, prompting it to go up. So actually a good defensive play there and
Yeah.
a free corner kick here for LA Soul, it appears.
Great defensive play, like you mentioned there. And that's the difference maker there. I mean, how do you miss that too if you're the LA Soul? All right, that's a clear 1-0 lead, and it might cost them here as the game keeps going.
The question whether to make a sub or not. Another saying wait till our team's 10 not to. So opportunity for LA Soul here that comes basically given to them.
So Cristo appeared to be getting ready to be subbed off, and they pull it back. Referee blows his whistle, and it's going to be a foul. As we'll now see the substitution getting ready here, as Freddy Romero gonna make his way into this one and be replacing Cristo Deras, as well as two other substitutions for the LA Soul.
Yeah. I don't know what the refs marked there. It didn't seem to be a foul. Maybe too many guys on the front of the goalie, or I don't know what you meant. But yeah, a lot of subs coming in now for both teams, hoping to refresh the players. You did see them a little bit more tired now with the heat. You mentioned it throughout this game. So let's see, with still plenty of time for these guys to make a difference. It takes out one of their key players, I think, number 7, who was also dominating the midfield section. So let's see what changes these bring to this game.
Ready. Oh,
Honestly, either side could be winning. Although there has been a little bit more done by LA Soul to be up by now.
They had the clearer opportunities or chances, if you will. And for San Fernando Valley, two substitutions, Cristo and Beto Rodriguez exiting the game. As here comes number 14 for the Soul against Rivas. Still gets through, down he goes, and the referee's gonna call a handball. It looked like Rivas was getting beaten to it there. You'll be the judge, folks at home. Nah. He felt the contact through the back, but through and all, let himself go down, and the officials all over that one.
Yeah, the ball got away from him. He feels a slight contact and dives. Great call by the ref. And I'm surprised there was no yellow for simulating. Because I think he should have had a yellow there for simulation.
But I think there is slight contact, but not enough for the referee to go ahead and call that fair, right? But either way, still in 0-0. And a game like this, too, right? To under a call like that, it has to be a lot more to it.
Yeah, it should have been something you can't just deny. There was a PK, but clearly we see the ball slips away from him. And when he had already taken out the defender, mind you, but the control was poor. And then he just feels the slightest contact and dives. And in my opinion, it should have been a yellow for simulating, for trying to get a penalty where there wasn't one.
But the substitute number 14 for LA Soul, he's been a great difference maker on the opportunities they've had here in the second half. We see him once again on the attack there, but we see now as well Andreas as Artemiu looking to go ahead and get involved in the game, as well as Freddy Romero. for San Fernando. And here comes number 14 again. Irvin Rivas on the defensive attack. Now see if he cuts inside. It goes to his left-hand side. High space shot's going to be taken. And once again, the goalkeeper, Vaughn, able to go ahead and defend it. In case one out. Here comes San Fernando looking for a counterattack now. And the game's completely opened up now. Opportunity now for the LA Soul to open things up now. And they open it up with the captain, number 20 now. Cuts to his right, cuts to his left. Decides to go ahead and go further back with number 18. Has number 17 now is San Fernando Valley able to go ahead and get numbers back defensively. Number 2. Now back in the middle with the number 8 of the Soul.
And I think if you're the coach for San Fernando, you might be wanting
Now see opportunity and offsides raised for an offsides flag.
Yeah, if you're the coach for San Fernando, you're gonna want to do something to contain number 14, who is having a field day on the left side. He's taking control of this side. Anytime he attacks, he just pushes through, gets a shot, gets a good chance at attacking for LA Soul. So they have to do something to contain him, because so far it's been real easy for him since he came in to do damage for LA Soul. On the right side for San Fernando.
Yeah. It almost seems like it's probably a matter of time before he gets one on the back of the net, or like we mentioned there, we saw earlier there, get a cross through, right? Either way, still 0-0 the scoreline here. Second half action. 20 minutes to go here in the second half. Ball's going to be put all the way to the far side, too far, and we'll have a goal kick.
Goal kick, and a break for some of these players who haven't gotten subbed out yet to catch some air, cool off a little bit. But yeah, San Fernando's looking like this was a boxing match against the ropes for most of the last 10-15 minutes. They haven't done much on attack. And they have to get the ball rolling now if they want to do something to put pressure on Eliso back there. But now Eliso regains that control they had throughout the first half and for some time in this second half.
We'll see another substitution getting ready to come in here for San Fernando Valley. Dakota Nosa making his way into this one as soon as we have another break into it. Number 14 here, reception, bringing it down. Irvin Rivas defending him. Here comes again the speedster 14, and ball floated away momentarily and back the feet of number 14. That's right, as see down when number 21, Joshua Guevara, and entering the game is number 9, Dakota Nosa. Another substitution for head coach Carlos Cortez, and we'll see if he would be able to go ahead and aid. As we see Cozy now being switched to the opposite side. Ball pulled forward here for Romero. And it goes all the way back to the goalkeeper. They keep it in bounds. No, the referee says it's going to be an outbounds corner kick. First corner kick of the afternoon, I believe, for San Fernando Valley.
And a chance for them to do something with the set pieces. Like you mentioned, the first tournament. They're gonna want to get some guys up there, and San Fernando haven't been able to find a way to stop them. In my opinion, San Fernando should have done more with this shot they had.
Maintain their undefeated record untouched here. As Urban Rivas appears to be calling for a substitution. Today, only so much. You have another substitution getting ready to come in here. Number three.
But he's asking for the sub and has been asking him for a few minutes now.
Yeah, we'll see. Another substitution, but Urban Rivas, who's had a solid game so far, and making his way, replacing who did a great job last game when Urban Rivas had the red card. Entering the game now is number 20, Brian Chang. So Chang, a great player that supplements the defense for San Fernando well, but appears to have been an injury that takes Urban Rivas out.
A team that's going through a lot of injuries at the moment. We heard it from one of the people here at San Fernando that they wanted to get a bye for the playoffs. They're not getting one, I believe. And they were hoping to use that bye to get some of their players back. So hopefully they are able to recover and that doesn't become an issue for a team that had a lot of great players on the starting lineup and coming in as subs for the past few weeks. Something that we highlighted about San Fernando and their ability to have guys come from the bench to make a difference for the team.
Header through, and what a great save by goalkeeper Vaughn! Oh, what a save by Vaughn, and he keeps this one out of the goal and is 0-0 thanks to that save. Oh, what a save by goalkeeper, the MVP of the game so far here for San Fernando. That's a bad! That's a
Great
bad!
ball into the box. The attacker gets the better of the defense. He puts it right on the corner, but the goalie with a incredible save to keep the score 0.
On, showed up there, and he comes once again to stop this one through. He's going to go ahead and send the long ball looking for Andre Morris. It's going to be too long, and it's going to be back in possession of the LA Soul. But what a great goalkeeping sequence by goalkeeper Vaughn. Thanks to him, it's still 0-0, but the LA Soul are still knocking here, folks. We're about 11 minutes left in the game. That's whatever the official wants to add on here. But LA Soul pushing numbers forward, ball all the way through, and it's going to be lost for a throw in.
Yeah, and I think San Fernando are saying we're okay with the tie. Let's just keep this keep the tie. We'll make a record by giving them their first tie. And that's why San Fernando goalkeeper, I think, is so far the man of the match.
And that was the save of the week for the UPSL. Here they come once again. Richmond Maine defending, and it's going to be off of his back for yet another corner kick. This is the sixth corner kick of the afternoon for ELA Soul. Well, just a beautiful day here in San Fernando Valley for some soccer. What's going to be crossed in here? Opportunity now for the LA Souls to be through all the way through. Heading off defensively, still loose. They're in the box, turned away, bouncing over like a ping pong ball, and it's going to be finally cleared out of way from the danger zone of the San Fernando Valley. Back in contention is number 14 for the LA Souls. He's coming in and complete headache for San Fernando Valley. Freddie Romero not going to go ahead and kill it. Box it through. So, scored by the LA Soul. It seemed like it had been mounting a cross, well put through by number 14. It's put into the back of the net. 1-0, the LA Soul.
1-0 for the LA Soul, and I think a justifiable lead for the Soul. The attack starts with the 14, a guy we've been saying, be careful with this guy on the left. He's always getting through no matter what. Puts a perfect ball right in the head of the attacker. Well, all he has to do is give it some direction, nothing to do for the man of the match for San Fernando Valley. And the score is now 1-0 in favor of LA Soul, who are doing something that no team had been able to do this season here at the Basin, and that's win a match against the Valley team. And here comes number 14 again.
Those create space. Deflected. No referee says it's going to be a goal kick. As we'll have another substitution here for San Fernando Valley. It appears to be number 15, Isaac Flores, getting ready to come into this one. But 1-0 for the LA Soul. They worked for this goal hard. Now it's 30 minutes. San Fernando has 7 minutes to go ahead and salvage a tie here. Now they'll get their second loss of the season. Chang opened it up, looking for Dakota. They put it in through here, deflected off of number 6, and he's able to go ahead and find number 8. Here comes the LA Soul now with a 1-0 lead in favor for them.
Yeah, and you wonder what the goal's gonna do for the way the teams are playing throughout the first and second half. Are they gonna change? Is San Fernando gonna pressure more up top now, want to gain control of the ball, or are they gonna still wait for a counter attack? And we know LA Soul smell blood, so now they're gonna continue to push forward, and here they come again with number 14.
Here comes the LA Soul. Brian Chang defended. He gets through. Chang! Cross is going to be through. Shot's going to be taken. Goal! Scored by the LA Soul, and now it's 2-0 in favor of the visiting team. It seemed like it was only a matter of time now, and it's 2-0 for the Soul.
Yeah, we've said it before. Sometimes the first goal is the hardest one to score. We said it when speaking of San Fernando, but now we're saying it against them. And again, we've mentioned be careful with the number 14 on the left. Nothing was done for it, and he puts another assist, another simple assist for an attacker for his team. And so are now 2 goals up, and I think they deserve to be 2 goals up.
Nothing the scoring line here for the LA Soul. And a great game, great defensive sequence that came for So we see the LA Soul have demonstrated by their
Angel! Hunter!
another substitution getting ready here for the LA Soul. Fernando Alejo, number 10, getting ready to go ahead and come into this one. Seems to be by venue of Angel Sanones. So Alejo making his way in for the Soul. Another cross is going to be through here, deflected off, and going to be a throw in for the LA Soul.
Yeah, risky play there by the goalkeeper San Fernando. Instead of playing long, he tries to play it short, gives it back to Eliso in a very dangerous position, and they were knocking on the third goal in that sequence.
No.
They've had a great game overall. Yeah, they so have defensively able to shut down Junior Cozy, which is not an easy task. And they are on first place for a reason. Great cut here, opportunity deflected and finds goalkeeper Vaughn without any issues. See if he hands it off for Artemiu, and here comes Dakota Nosa inside and very well defended there. Andreas goes back here.
Next one, ref.
With less than 5 minutes to go, it seems like this game is
Hey, boss,
up in the refrigerator.
And LSO still comfortable with the ball, still dominating possession, control. Um, they're in the driver's seat in the last few minutes of this game. And if we had the goalkeeper as man of the match, we got to give it to number 14. Although he didn't score, since he came in, he was the one putting all the pressure on the left side for the LA Soul. And then with two assists that were basically just tap ins for his teammates. And those are the goals that have LA Soul completing a perfect season.
Perfect season for the LA Soul, winning every single game they played. And now they'll go ahead and keep that momentum going into the playoffs. So now there's expectations of you and pressure as well, but he's reacted extremely well here tonight. A hard place to win here in the Sepulveda Basin Sports Complex. Here they come once again, the opportunity to make it three. Stepped over, one shot's gonna be taken, and it goes just wide for a goal kick.
Just why, but he had enough time to pick a spot to make good contact with the ball. I think he rushes a bit, tries to hit it with make it a finesse shot, and it goes just wide of the San Fernando. But we're closer to a 3-0 by LA Soul and a 2-1 by San Fernando. And it's an interesting loss here for San Fernando, who not only will lose their undefeated streak here at home, but you're going to go a 2-0 defeat down just before the start of the playoffs with a few injuries from some of your key players. So it's interesting to see what this is going to do mentally to the squad, who otherwise had been solid throughout the season. But this is how things go in the sport, you know? And this is what makes champions and what tests players and coaches and teams as a whole. So interesting to see how San Fernando can bounce back from this loss. If a lot of things can happen we've seen games at this level change instantly, so let's not assume that they've lost this game yet.
Back up, Mateo. Back up.
A couple minutes ago, but whatever the official wants to add on. But here today, San Fernando played a great side against the other Soul. Here comes Isaac Flores, still pushing forward as Flores opens it up with Romero, back to Flores, and opens it up with Brian Chang.
Flores, who had been one of our favorite players in the last three games for San Fernando, and today we see him come in very late into the game. So again, wondering whether a lot of the style of play by San Fernando and the lineup were part of a strategy to conserve the players you have for the playoffs. And here comes 14 again.
An
And he's
opportunity
gonna
now to
shoot.
make it three. Shot's going to be fake. Taken, deflected into the boots of number 10, who keeps it inside, not deciding to go ahead and get across it. And if not for the captain, Richmond Ian, we are talking about 3-0 here. Great defensive sequence by the Cappy, and he sends it to a corner kick.
Yeah, 14 right there was looking for his goal, for his shot. And the captain reads that perfectly, holds him off. And here comes LA with a corner kick. I think their eighth corner kick of the match.
On the offensive side, still pushing forward. He's going to get a deflected shot. Still shot taken. It goes wide from the goalkeeper, and we'll have a goal kick.
Yeah, even the rebounds are just going to LA players now with even fortune in their favor. A shot that gets deflected to another player by LA. I think he hits it with the ball too close to his body and nothing to do for the goalie, but the ball goes slowly wide in favor of San Fernando.
Referee looks like he's just about ready to call this game. It's been a highly entertaining, tactical, defensive structure game for the most part, but the LA Soul in the final minutes able to go ahead and break through a great defensive game by the San Fernando Valley. Gonna end the season with a perfect mark, perfect season for the LA Soul as they'll head as heavy favorites into the playoffs. Cross going to be swung in here. See if they get one more before the end of this one. Cross is going to be made. And goalkeeper Vaughn able to go ahead and get this one. As the official does blow the whistle, it is a final from the Sepulveda Sports Complex. The game ends 2-0 in favor of the LA Soul as their season comes to an end. Both these teams' season comes to an end. Perfect season for the LA Soul, and an unfortunate way to end the year for San Fernando, but they will be heading into the playoffs.
Yeah, they'll be heading into the playoffs, and it's interesting if these guys will meet. I think if they do meet again, it will be in the final.
Yeah.
So I think San Fernando will really much want that. But San Fernando needs to be happy with what they did. Don't let this loss put any pressure on them coming to playoffs. They need to just forget about it and move on to what's next. Hopefully, they can get their players back. And LA Soul with the perfect season, and what a way to end that season with a victory here in the Valley against a team that was solid, undefeated, and very strong here at home.
Now the road through the championship is going to go through the LA Soul. What I mean by that now is that they've officially secured the first spot, right? So that means that every home game they're going to have the advantage, and if these two do meet in the final, it will be at the LA Soul's home field, which is such an important game that we saw here today in terms of seeding, in terms of what it means to these two teams heading into the playoffs. But nonetheless, great game here from the Sepulveda Basin Sports Complex. We'll go ahead and cut the broadcast here, send everyone, and thank you all for joining us. Final thoughts?
Final thought is great tactical match. The first half. Then San Fernando didn't know whether to put pressure, whether to hold off and continue what they were doing the first half. Uh, so with some great substitutions, the number 14 who ends up making the difference and giving them the victory. But great match to end the season and kickstart the playoffs for this side of the league.
Yeah. Great way to go ahead and get us in the mood for the playoffs. Next week we'll be live. Yeah, absolutely. World Cup coming up in less than 5 days. It's been a summer of soccer, and we're happy to be part of it too, folks. So we'll be back here next week for the home playoff game for San Fernando Valley. We'll see who do we face tomorrow.
But on behalf of all of our staff here, on behalf of Francisco Barboza, my name is Jose Duran. Thank you so much. Until next time.